Hello, welcome to my channel, Favored Readings. Thank you for clicking on the video. I appreciate old and new viewers. Today we are going to be doing a reading using the new moon energy from yesterday, as it is still in the energy for today and the next 2 days as well. I would like to use that reading to just go through and do a pick a pile and ask look into 4 questions: where to focus, what to grow, how to be kind to yourself, and what is the bigger picture of everything that you're going to be manifesting from the new energy until the full moon energy during September. For pile number 1, we have the Amethyst that I've picked, and it's for peace and removal of negative energy. And it's matched up with the fairy deck by Radleigh Valentine, and it looks like this here. I enjoy the aesthetics of it. And over here for pile number 2, we have the Sodalite blue crystal here for creativity and deep thinking, and I have intuitively picked it to go with the Rider-Waite deck as one of the classics there, and that's what it looks like if you want to get a feel for it, whether it's your pile. Before I get started, I just wanted to let everyone know that I won't be doing personal readings at this time due to my own personal reading reasons. So don't get scammed inside the comments. I'm trying to do my part to make sure that I take them down. Anyone who's trying to impersonate or just try to distract you onto their page by clicking pick me. Also as well, these are general readings that I do, so some of the advice or personal experiences and analogies I use may resonate, and some of them may not. If it doesn't, that's okay. It wasn't meant for you. Just leave it for someone else. And nothing is set in stone. You have free will, so this is only meant to be advice. You still are able to choose at the end what you want to do with your life, and I encourage you to do so. Okay, for pile number 1, let's get started, and I'll just put this over here for now. Pile number 1, again, that is the Amethyst crystal. I picked my big one this time, so you must need a little bit more of peace and removal of negative energy at this time. And so we will shuffle. Okay. New moon energy in Virgo. Pile number 1. Guides and guardians. That one wasn't quite as smooth. I wanted to do it one more time to feel right. All right, and let's split them up here. So I see the underlying energy is to summer, which is Pentacles. It says falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone. So some of you may be getting married. Some of you could be having a baby. Some of you could be starting a business that may take a serious commitment and money working towards. It also says here that there's forgiveness and resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationships can be healed, whether that be platonic or family relationships or a committed relationship. Can be healed. So maybe that a lot of you are working through some harder times, and I wish you luck with that. Some of you could be healing the relationship with yourself, could be the underlying energy, which is why you needed the amethyst energy of bringing peace and removing negative energy. So maybe you're just removing that negative mindset within yourself. Three of Pentacles is on the confirmation card. The new news worth celebrating announcements such as weddings and graduations, births, and friends you cherish. As I said, so some of you may be graduating as well, which is not one of the ones I didn't mention during that. So congratulations, everyone. Good, like good job, and like happy that you're finding your happiness to add to your own. For the first card, which is where to focus your energy going up from now until the full moon, or whenever you may be watching this, like a month's time, depending on when you clicked on it, as the reading is timeless. The desire for a more meaningful life. Realizing it's time to move on. Choosing to make major life changes. And that doesn't always have to be a bad thing. The change doesn't always mean bad things or drastic things have happened and causing that change for you. Sometimes it's a chosen change. Like you wanted to start a new course, or you wanted to take that yoga class or painting class or something, anything, or start a family. And it's like, or start your journey to healing yourself. Is like what you should be focused on is the desire, whatever you desire that would make your life more meaningful. Like if you need therapy, it shows here like someone was in the dark of the woods and finally making their way to the clearing. Like maybe you had bad relationships in the past and now you're finally finding someone who appreciates you, or if you're birthing a new human or a business, it's in the dark, and and then you birthing it out into the light. So what you should be focusing on is what you desire and what's going to make you happy. And I think that's what you're manifesting, is you're focusing on your desires to be manifested from now until the full moon's time or a month's time from watching the video, I feel. The star is under what to grow. So it says, look to the future with hope and optimism, the power of faith to move mountains, happy changes that bring relief from challenging times. As I was saying, like a challenging time and moving forward. I can see it like there's just one big star, so that especially with weddings and everything else like that, there's the one big star, the bride and like bridesmaids and everything else like that. Or you're being your own employer and you finally get to take on new employees, or if you're doing a show, like if people do a photo shoot and you're hiring the models and doing everything else like that, like you're trying to focus on manifesting growth and to be able to become your own leader or become the leader of household. You're not really like in charge of them. It's just guidance, more like leading of guidance and taking charge of your own desires. Like you're out of the dark into the light. Shining your own light is how you can grow, right? You're out of the dark. Now, what you focus on? Focus on the fact that you're out of the dark. What do you grow? Grow your own light and like build it up. When you have a fire and you want to breathe life back into it, you gotta speak in, give it breath, breathe life into yourself again, and just slowly start to ignite that ember. How to be kind to yourself is the next card that you're supposed to be not focused on, that we're supposed to be looking at here. Awakening is the card here, and inside of the regular tarot deck it is the Hangman, which it shows here of him just standing on his head next to the waterfall and meditating and holding and balancing himself by showing that he's fully balanced. And even if you got to shake things up and turn things upside down compared to what they used to do, because if you're steering in the wrong direction, if you want to go in the right direction, you're going to have to turn it around. And you don't want to be looking in the same direction that you were looking at when things didn't go right. So change the way you're looking at this situation. Embrace your uniqueness. A temporary pause in action. So some of you may have been manifesting, that starting your business and whatnot, or the wedding and everything may be paused due to new restrictions and lockdowns, or have you and whatnot. And it's saying, maybe when you go to do it, it'll be the perfect time. And it just sometimes it feels like we're going backwards when really we're winding up to, knock it out of the park. When you go to swing, you have to move back and and then you send it flying right out of the park. For the fourth card, we have, what is the bigger picture of what you're like manifesting and working towards? And it says, reach out to others for assistance, poor timing for a career change, and feeling challenged by money issues. So it may feel at this time that you're getting discouraged because it's taking a little bit longer than you would like for it to happen. You're like, maybe I should just not do it at all. Or how am I going to do this? I'm not ready. Could be another feeling that you have. You're like, I'm not ready. But it looks like you're already putting the little bits of steps that you need to do in order to be in the right direction. So it says, don't be discouraged, just keep taking the steps. And, it shows here that you have those who are willing to assist you and support you throughout the time. It shows here that the bread being offered off to the person who doesn't have any, right? So it feels like the bigger picture that most of you that do want to get married, have a job where you're in charge of your own business and being an entrepreneur, and being a parent, no gender anything. When you reach out, feel like it's poor timing, but that's not what it's about. It's not about having it done right. You just want to be able to help other people while you're doing it. You want to be able to hire on those models. You want to be able to successfully take care of your kids. You want to get married at the places you want to get married at, or surrounded by the people you love, but it's going to take time. And it's not so much that you want it done right away, you just want to share your love. And I don't think you have to wait to do that. And I don't think you have to, you can still do other things during that time and be creative and keep building your love and keep building up contacts during this time, build up a repertoire, build up all of your plans so that you're secure and have time to save up and everything else like that. And if you feel like you're going too fast at some things, maybe you don't have to wait and you just feel like you're not in the position to do something right now. And that's okay too. Do with what you have and work with what you got, right? Do the best you can. And that's okay. Doing your best is okay, and it changes every day. So I feel like between now and the full moon, you're just really trying to manifest your desires to take charge of your own life with those who are in therapy, and you're birthing a new self and everything else like that, and you want to be able to help those who may not have the capabilities to reach out to therapy themselves, and you give them information and advice best you can. So I think this is a really nice reading, and I think you should feel, more reassured from this video and have a peace of mind, hopefully knowing that you're going in the right direction. Just keep going and give it your best, which you are. So I'm proud of you, and I'll move on from this and pull you some of my inspirational cards, as well as a few of my emojis and numbers and whatnot. Okay. Okay, we have here, if the tiara fits, wear it. So I'm thinking that some of you may, during your wedding, you just want everything to fit and work out right. And I think it's more so that, the love that's there, which ties in, and anyone else, like if you're graduating, like wear that fucking, ooh, sorry. Just wear your graduation cap with pride. You'd put in a lot of work, and you deserve to, wear it. Maybe you're valedictorian, and even if you're not, maybe you did really stellar, and I'm proud of you. Good things come to those who love, and I think you have a lot of love around. Whoever picked pile number one, you have a lot of love around you, and it seems like you're in a good place to build on to what you already have. It seems like you're finally getting that solid foundation and working towards growing now and being thriving. Some days are hopscotch days, and some days you're getting nailed at dodgeball kinds of days. So we have that there. I can get it. There we go. It seems like on the days when you feel like you're being discouraged and you feel like, you know, you don't feel 100% in your decisions to work towards your desires and dreams and whatnot, remember to take it day to day, because you're not gonna always have a high point. It has to, it goes through fluctuations, and you appreciate the better days more when you've had a bad day just the day before. So try to be kind to yourself on those days, because in both of these analogies, you're still playing. It may not be fun, it might be slow pace, and maybe you don't like that being slow pace, and so you rather be a dodgeball going super fast, getting out all of your work and, really working through it and being fast paced, and you have to be slow at this time. You take it day to day, and I think you'll get to your destination in time, because good things come to those who love. And if you love what you're doing, your desire, it will eventually arrive. And when that day comes, you'll be able to wear your head up in pride. Be proud of yourself. And yeah, so I think you all should be proud of yourself. You're doing the work and it's showing tangible progress. Maybe slow sometimes, but it's still tangible progress. Anyway. Pile 1, new moon, Virgo. So I got the number 5 here. Maybe that's important to you. And we have B, A, and V, and Z. So this may be someone's initials or the venue or your business. It could also be name of where you live by. I'm getting the word fabulous, as well as avenue, Fifth Avenue. And then BA, so baby, I'm getting again, as well as I got zoo with the Z. Eva, There's Maviv. Yeah, no, that's all messages I got for this one today. Maybe easy. Maybe you live in Arizona, Alberta, something important that way. And I'll finish that off for pile number 1. Thank you for staying through to the video, and I wish you all the very best with your manifestations, and wish you luck with your businesses, pregnancies, weddings, graduations, as well as starting of new careers. I'm really proud of you all. I'm going to move on to pile number 2. So, hello, pile number 2. You picked the Sodalite, which is for creativity and thinking. And it comes along with the Rider-Waite decks. And today I'm going to be asking the energy for now until Knight of Swords fell out here. I know that swords are considered for thoughts, words, and actions. So maybe what you're manifesting has to do with a lot of words and actions. Maybe you're a writer, but I'm going to put that back in here. And shuffle. My necklace got all the way. Oh. I'm gonna start this over. Clear it. Pile number 2, new moon, Virgo energy. High Priestess and the Emperor, so I feel like this is your energy here. Emperor is usually Aries, Aries energy. We have the Magician here. So it seems like that's what you're manifesting at this time is, you know, you're at the final stages of what you're manifesting at this time. It seems like you've been working really hard, and it's you're balanced your life and finding your infinite strength. And it seems like you have a lot to celebrate with the 3 of Cups here. Friendships, family, and whatnot. And being fruitful with your manifestations. They're dancing around all around the final harvest, which is coming up here with soon with Mabon and Samhain. We have the pumpkins growing, and they're dancing and rejoicing over there found abundance. Okay, we have here for where to focus is the first card, and we have the Knights of Wands, which means that you're manifesting motivation and your passion and energy, and you're wanting to do so with a great harvest as well, as shows here. Some of you may have many pets from all the different reptiles going up and down his cloak there, as well as the wheat that's along his mare's sash. I think it is Rain's sash. I'm not sure. It seems like that's what you're really focused on right now, is trying to turn your small investment, whether it's writing idea that you're starting on and want to turn it into a whole book, right? Like you want to take the harvest and make it whole, is what you're really focusing on right now. And that could be animals. Maybe you're training your animals to do certain things. You know, they could be puppies or anything else like that, that you're just trying to, you know, teach them the things that they need to do. And that's what it seems like you're focusing on right now, is just trying to turn your energy and motivation and passion and do those things that you're motivated and passionate about, while creating abundance at the same time. And it seems like, you know, with the Knight of Wands here, he's so abundant with his passion that it's even growing out of the staff. That could be an euphemism, but either way, we have, and with his mare being like an orange red solar plex area, which is usually for passion, communication, and whatnot. As I said before, you may be a writer or you are a singer, something that would be passionate, a motivational speaker, maybe even, or you're looking to become more motivated with your speaking in public, so you've been working towards that as well. For the second card we have here, we have the Four of Swords, which is what you need to grow. And for swords, it's usually indicates in the mind, thoughts, words, and actions. So with thoughts and words, and you may be in your head about it a little bit here, you know, feeling like you're trying to come up with an idea for a story or how to finish it off, or how to promote something if you're in business, and how you're going to create a slogan, and everything else like that. You may be trying to find the words to talk to someone that you needed to. Maybe, you know, you just want to be able to talk. You may have social anxiety. You may want to just talk to people without that worries, right? So you get a little bit in your head. You know, sometimes when people have anxieties, this is the whole world living in color and everything, and over here you feel just one shade of like bronze statue, just trying to make it through the day. But really, that's just your one thought compared to if you had all the rest of the swords in your, which means in your mind, right? And it's very pure, very bright, and I feel you are very bright, and you're just maybe feeling some imposter syndrome with that one sword. It's like, maybe I'm not that bright. But I think who the pile number twos are very intelligent, and I believe uh, you're very talented with your words, and you should share. Um, and that's what it looks like here. Over here is, them watching them, and this woman's telling her story to, people who want to listen, and you should be able to tell your story just like everyone else and have people to listen. And I think that's where you'll be able to grow more. It's just allow yourself to know that you deserve to be listened to. Your story deserves to be told. And no one's going to be able to tell your story like you do. And or have ideas like you do. You're unique to your own self. And even if stories are redone, they're always like cute. Like, how you have the Three Little Pigs, and you have the Grimm stories, or you have, the kids' stories, or you have um, the twisted one that I know I had read it to me when I was younger, where it was the little pigs that were really the ones who were the troublemakers and stuff like that. So, everyone, and then later on in life there was Hoodwinked, which was really weird and twisted than the original. Everyone likes the story, even if you can't be unique, then at least it's unique to you because you made that little twist of fate for yourself. So twist your fate to your will is what I guess is the way you can grow more over the next little bit here, whether you're watching it right as released or whenever you feel resonated to pick it over the next month or so. So you should be able to grow if you're willing to open up and let your story come out. For the third card we have here, how to be kind to yourself. And we have here is the Seven of Pentacles. And the Seven of Pentacles is right before the Eight of Pentacles, where, he's hanging up his accomplishments and his abundance. He's got, like, how people have plaques from when they're graduating or writing a book, and they have the signed books up on a plaque and everything else like that. This is right before, and it starts slow because he sees the person. It doesn't have to be a he. You can be female, you can be male, you can be non-binary. It is not gender specific. Right here, you've pulled off your first taste of abundance of where this can go for you. You let maybe only the people near you know that you can write or have a talent for, singing, and it doesn't have to be story writing. It could be blogs, it could be, you're really funny at telling jokes. Over time, the more you build up your confidence, and you'll be able to harvest that abundance and then hang it up for yourself, your accomplishments. But you gotta take that first step and write it out and show it to someone, because he's gonna take it from here. He's gonna go home and possibly sell it or share it with his family or townspeople. They will be sharing with people. And that's how I feel you can be more kind to yourself, letting yourself know it takes time, and edits need to happen, and rescheduling needs to happen sometimes. But as long as you're putting in the hard work and nurturing your dreams, nurturing your desires, and nurturing yourself, you will see the rewards for it. Pentacles means that, you know, abundance, whether that be money, love, or opportunities. So being kind to yourself is being patient and reminding yourself that you are just one person. Last card here we have is the bigger picture, which is temperance, which is usually Sagittarius energy. Maybe you're Sagittarius, or the person that you may be writing to or speaking with and whatnot, collaborating, maybe a Sagittarius, maybe in one of your moon or other sign fixtures as well. It shows here, you know, the triangle is the strongest symbol, and it shows that there. And it's going back and forward, and it shows that you're going to have a lot of friends because yellow flowers symbolize friendship. And to remember to stay in the flow and be grounded. So you need both the good and the bad. Like if you're a writer, you may have to hear some like constructive criticism, but don't take people's jealous criticism, because that can happen too, and they want to deter into you because they're afraid of you shining your light. So, you know, make sure that you know that there's a balance. You know, sometimes you're gonna have to let people edit or like let you know, with rescheduling, you're gonna have to be flexible and go with the flow while remembering to stay grounded within yourself. And you'll always have your own energy to give to yourself. If you stop pouring into other people who already have so much because they're already taking from everyone else, you just give to yourself until you feel like you can add to it again. You know, if you can't write right now, don't force yourself. If you're not ready to share with people, don't force yourself. That's another thing that you need to know is the big picture. You can write, you don't have to share everything with everyone. You can sing, you don't have to sing in front of everyone. You can start a business, it doesn't mean you have to work with everyone. And you know, you can have friends, you don't have to be friends with everyone. You know, you don't have to share what you don't want to. You don't have to share yourself. I think that's the big picture here, is you have friends and family, and you know, you don't have to share with everyone. And being patient, because that journey is very long, you know, until you see the big light. You know, it's a long journey. And what I'm seeing here. It's also the number 12, so maybe the number 12 is important to you. But yeah, it looks like over the next little bit here, you've been trying to manifest turning, you know, what you have now into more while still being grateful for what you have. And I think that's very beautiful and not a very easy thing to work on. Being vulnerable, letting other people look at your work, it can be nerve-wracking. And I am proud of you for at least considering it. You don't have to in the end. As I said, you have free will. No, that's other ones. It's not the things we do in life that wears us down, It's what we don't do. Like I said, you don't have to share. You can still write and share to only the people that you want to, but make sure you are sharing, because that's where you get the best feedback, or people will relate to it and you'll be so excited. Like, you're always thinking those, what if they don't like it? Or what if they've heard it before? If they've heard it before, they probably enjoyed it if they're willing to remember it. Taking a risk, and calculated risk, and get what you deserve. Don't sit at the sidelines, because it's easier to, it may be, you know what, I was gonna say, sometimes sitting at the sideline, you always regret sitting at the sideline. Sometimes you feel a bit silly when you do go and, take the risk, and you're kind of like, ugh, that was kind of a little bit, awkward or whatever. But at least you have, an example on what to do. It takes practice to get better at talking. It doesn't come naturally to everyone. And that's okay. It doesn't mean you're not capable of communication. It just means you got practice. Because, it's worth doing, especially if you're passionate about it. Seeing the good around you, even if you gotta squint. So, sometimes you might get advice from people. Keep going to the writing. You must be a really great writer from pile number 2. Or as some sort of communication, great motivational speaker or talker or something. Seeing the good around you, even if you have to squint, sometimes they give you constructive criticism and it just doesn't resonate with you. You don't have to take it. That's the best part. When people give you their opinion or suggestions, you don't have to take it, because if you resonated with it, I'm sure that someone out there will too. It may not be the direct person you go to the first time. They might be, I'm not feeling it. But the next person will be, whoa, this is cool. And you just got to be patient and wait for, the types of people that, connect with you. Home is where the love is. So remember to make love a home in your heart, and remember that, no matter where you are, that you'll always have love if you give it to yourself. It is one of the hardest lessons that I continuously learn to deal and work with every day. But I'm so worth it, and so are all of you. Going to do the symbols and emojis pick for pile number 2, New Moon. I feel like some of you might be getting a consistent schedule, because I got 8 and then HR, so 8 hours. Maybe you were moving from part-time to full-time, or maybe you're just getting a set schedule of your 8 hours, and I congratulate you on that. Having a routine is totally awesome. Some of you might have someone trying to doo-doo all over your progress or your way you want to live. or the way you want to express yourself. That's the other one I wanted to say, not just like speaking, the way you express yourself. So it could be someone trying to tell you what way to express yourself. That could be dressing, that could be the way you run your page or your newsfeed, everything else like that, and people just trying to tell you how to run your, and that's not cool, you know? You should deserve to do whatever helps make you smile, and at the end of the day, if it makes you smile, you're not hurting anyone, then they're not the winner in that case, and you shouldn't let their jealousy or unhealed, immaturity ruin what you've worked on, you giving yourself the love that you deserve. I have a K here as well. So maybe I don't know why, but I have the HKR. It's giving me hickory dickory dock. The mouse went up the clock. The clock struck 12. The mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock. Maybe y'all are like watching your kids or babysitting something and doing honoring your inner child, maybe you could do a meditation. It's really popular with the kids nowadays where they like hug themselves and say I'm sorry to their inner child. Maybe try doing that, or having more fun in your life could definitely help. Don't let people take away your fun and how you express yourself. Yeah. I got the message that you all are great just the way you are, with the R and 8 there. That you're great just the way you are. Anyone's trying to change you, then that's on them. It's a projection, and keep working on yourself anyways. Don't let them get in the way. Don't let them fudge with your shit. I'm really bad today for this, but yeah, no, I'm feeling like people are really telling you a way to act, and I don't like that. Either way, sorry for all the swearing in this video. I'm gonna work on that. Anyone who's watched the whole video, thank you for staying. I appreciate your consistent watching and supporting my channel and my work. Until next time, I wish you all well and the very best. Keep living according to yourself and exercise your free will.